It has been 39 years since U.S. President Nixon famously declared a war on drugs. And while the harsh punishment of American dealers continues, a growing number of Americans are now accessing marijuana legally. Here's Global National's Paul Johnson.
Business is brisk.
All right.
Here at the Ganja Gourmet in Denver, Colorado, one of a number of states to legalize marijuana for medicinal purposes.
The sativa gives you like that upper, like I said.
Marty Rapice says he needs pot to manage pain.
This is the way to do it. If you're going to do it, regulate it.
In Denver alone, there are now more than 300 medical marijuana dispensaries, more pot shops than Starbucks. And Colorado's not alone. 15 other states have voted to legalize pot for medical use. And the most recent is here in the U.S. Capitol itself. And that's where things get confusing. Well, medical pot seems to pass in every state or district where it comes up. It's still a serious federal crime to own or sell it. And that's where the story of a certain Canadian comes in.
Our future depends on it.
Vancouver pot activist Marc Emery is about to be extradited to the U.S. to serve 5 years behind bars for shipping marijuana seeds to the U.S. years ago.
Oh, I'm never scared about any of this. I've anticipated this my whole life.
So how do you explain Emery's situation, given this apparent sea change in the U.S.?
We're in transition in this country.
Pro-pot lobbyist Keith Strout says while millions of voters may have changed their minds, in the halls of government, it's often still the war on drugs.
The majority of the American public now support stopping the arrest of marijuana smokers, period. But the rest of the states and the federal government still treat marijuana smoking like a crime.
These are all one-dose brownies.
Ironically, much of the high-quality medicinal pot being sold legally in the U.S. now traces back to seeds Emery shipped here. He also helped to fund some of the initiatives that legalized it, a strategy that succeeded, but one he's only going to be able to enjoy from a cell in a U.S. federal prison. Paul Johnson, Global News, Washington.